Welcome to the Quick Start Guide video for 4CastPro Cloud. 4CastPro is essentially a business forecasting, budgeting, consolidation and reporting system. So let's dive right in and log in. You'll see that subscribing to the system comes with a dummy company called Plan Test that can be referred to as a reference. So let's open up that from the company manager. ForecastPro, once you're in, you get a quick dashboard. And then across the top you've got access to the profit and loss account forecast by month, balance sheet forecast by month, cash flow, sales forecasting, staff forecasting, custom reports and write pack reports, various other reports packs. Then you've also got file menus where you can upload your trial balance and administer various elements of the system. Now 4CastPro can be used for monthly or quarterly forecasting, budgeting or producing the financials for a 5-year plan. Now there's a little 5-year planning tool under the administration menu that would allow you to quickly set up a 5-year plan, which may be helpful. Now 4CastPro is designed to import actuals from your accounting system, and it works best when you import your own chart of accounts. It's a database system that records and forecasts TB movements and balances over time. The system can record 12 periods of data, referred to as time series. So up here on this drop down, you can go into different years of the forecast. You've got 2 budget time series. And you've got prior year time series as well. In fact, you've got up to 6 forward time series, forecasting time series, 2 budget time series and 2 prior year time series. Now the forecasting time series, if we go back to the current year, can be set up to automate your balance sheet forecasting by calculating trade debtors and creditors. You can set the debtor days against each account. You've got a fixed asset matrix that you can set up, which would forecast your depreciation. You can set up loans to automatically forecast your loan repayments and interest. You can set up VAT. Let's just drill down a minute into an account. You can see here we've got the underlying accounts in the trial balance. Now you can set up different methods in actual fact. So there are various methods here. You can change like this so that the account calculates as a percentage of another account. You could set an account to be an accrual or prepayment type account, a quantity price calculation, a product of two other statistical accounts maybe, or just a link to elsewhere in your forecast. Now you can see that actually, you can see we're in period 2, so the first couple of months are greyed out, which means we've imported those from our underlying accounting system. Now, if you're setting a budget for a future year, This is normally done when you get towards the end of the year. Once you've imported, say, up to October, you could forecast forward to the end of the year, which would give you a forecast opening balance sheet. And then you could use the forecast year 2 time series to actually be working out your budget for the following year, which you could then store away into your budget 2 time series ready for the following year. So let's take a look. And the initial task then is, how do we set the system up to sync with your chart of accounts? So let's go back to the company database manager now and set up a new company. We'll call it test 1. Yes, that's fine. And add the company, and you can see the database here is added into the list of companies available for us. So let's open that one up. After creating a company, you'll see that it actually comes with a default chart of accounts with main sort of overhead type categories, sales, cost of sales, but actually you want it to be your chart of accounts. So if we go to File, Upload, Import Trial Balance, we've got tools here where we can initially sync either your via a file called nl.xls or another one called tb.xls. Now, a TB would simply be a list of balances for a particular period, but the NL one has the advantage of being able to bring in more than one period at a time. So let's just download that and take a look and see what it looks like. We'll open it up now. Excel is generating away. And here it is. So let's just take a look. It's basically a trial balance with your account code, your account name. 001 forecast is the default cost center within 4CastPro. Various types, these are your balance sheet types. And you've got then your management account grouping. Your default one is account group 0. So this is the roll up for, say, all your bank accounts would appear under bank. So this is what it looks like. You've then got your TB movements. You've got your brought forward balances plus the movements in the TB over the periods of the year. The whole range is named NL, and that's how it knows where to look for the data. So that's what NL looks like. We'll close that down now. So if we select NL here, it pops it up in this box here. You've then got the option to initially sync the chart of accounts with this file. It's worth bringing in the account group table because that brings in the drop downs in terms of what are available within the chart of accounts. So let's click Initial Sync Nominal Ledger, and you can see the accounts in the chart of accounts have been synced with your spreadsheet. So let's, under Administration, Chart of Accounts, we'll go and take a look, and you will see we've got various other income type accounts here now. You can look at cost of sales type accounts. You can look at overhead type accounts. Now, within basically this has synced the whole chart of accounts with your NL spreadsheet. So you can see the profit and loss account looks a bit like this. So let's we're in period 0 at the moment. You might have seen across the top. So if we change the period now to, say, period 3, go back to the upload import trial balance, select the nominal ledger again, and this time we're going to hit import nominal ledger by month. So it tells us there that we've imported our trial balances for the first 3 periods of the year. So when we go in now, you can see that 3 periods are greyed out, and we've brought the data in for the first 3 periods of the year. So really, that's it for syncing your chart of accounts. Now, this is probably the trickiest process. So if you get stuck, you can always send us a trial balance, an example of your management account layouts, and we can create a live demo with your data, which would avoid having to do this step yourself, really. So yeah, that would be all part of the service. Let's go back to Company Database Manager. Yeah, we'll go back into Test 1. Now, various other setup tasks. You've got setup on the administration menu, where you can change the name of the company, change which year you're in. We'll make it 2018. Column widths, years forward to forecast, what your currency is. You've got various options here of making things active or treating things in the forecast in different ways. Set up your VAT rate and your VAT quarters. So we'll just save those changes. Yeah, that's one of the things you'd have to do. It's also worth checking your chart of accounts to make sure everything's rolling up in the right place. You've also got this ability to define the profit and loss layout. So part of this tool allows you to set up different sections. So you could have multiple sales sections, multiple overhead sections, if you wanted to. You've got here you can set up more than one company in a single database so that you can consolidate. You can allocate one of your accounts to be one of your account groups to be a department or location, and you can set up the various departments and locations. You can copy data across time series. You can set up different versions. You've got your fixed asset matrix. Then on the file menu, you've got you can upload your trial balance. You've got you can set up statistical accounts. You can keep various versions and manage processes. You've got a loan calculator, and you can set up foreign exchange rates, etc. If you're consolidating foreign companies. So yeah, the other areas you might like to take a look at. If we go back and have another look at the Company Database Manager, yes, here you can actually create company users and set restrictions on users, which is important in terms of a multi-user system on the available over the internet. You've got let's go back in. Yeah, Excel reporting. Basically, you can add reports, add your own custom reports. You've got various templates, so they could be a management account, profit and loss account, a sales forecast, a fixed asset forecast. custom employee forecast, but these, you may well be able to make use of the staff forecasting facility within the program. So that's kind of a quick overview of 4CastPro and the other setup tasks. Don't forget there's a full help forum available, which has instructions on all the different ways of operating the system. Thanks for looking at this video.